Mr. Diamond, I am Otto Kramer. I am the restorer at the shearing gallery. You remember me? I am now at the gallery in my workshop in the back. Somebody just broke in. I'm afraid they're going to murder me. I know it, Mr. Diamond. That's the reason they're here.
Huh? Oh, Kramer? Kramer! Hello?
This is it. Let's get out of here.
Careful. Paint's not dry in that corner yet.
So?
So, I'm fastidious.
Come on. Out the back way.
Phone call like that, I move fast. It's one of the essentials of being a private detective.
All right, Rick. You know him?
Yeah, I know.
Maybe that explains something.
What?
Come on inside, I'll show you. You've been here before, I guess.
Yeah. Anybody call Martha Shearing? She's the owner.
Yeah, you know her?
That's how I met Kramer, through her. He was quite a genius in his line.
What did he do?
He was a restorer, repaired damaged paintings. If a canvas became rotten after a few hundred years, he'd peel the canvas away from the painting and replace it with new.
Sounds like quite a stunt.
Very big at stag parties.
Huh?
What you want to show me?
Oh, in here in the workshop. This didn't make a lot of sense till you showed up and said you know him. Now it's quite obvious he was writing a message to you.
Maybe it's supposed to mean help.
Yeah, he could have used some. He was standing up to this wall phone when he got it. We dug the slug out of the wall, 38. He was talking to somebody when shot. Does that add up to anything?
Yeah, he was talking to me. Called me on the phone, told me that somebody was about to break in here and they were going to kill him. I heard the burglar alarm and I heard the shot.
He didn't tell you who was trying to kill him.
No. I'm not much help, am I?
And now, Rick, I know you get around, but you just don't fit into a setup like this. Where would Otto Kramer get to know Richard Diamond?
Rick.
Hey.
Rick, what's happened?
Well, Martha, somebody broke in. They killed Otto.
Oh, no.
Lieutenant, this is Martha Shearing. Martha, this is Lieutenant McGill, police.
Miss Sherry, I'm the officer who called you. And, oh, Rick, about that question I asked you, forget it. I think I know the answer. I'm sorry to get you down here this time of night, Miss Shearing, but in cases like these, time is never on the side of the police. All right. Kramer locked himself in this room. The murderers walked through the showroom. They ignored your office and the safe and everything. Smashed the door down and killed him. Now, if robbery was the motive, they had what they wanted was in this room. What are you doing, Rick?
Well, I'm fixing myself some coffee.
Well, there's nothing here, except what you see.
What was he working on?
A frame, a picture frame. It had been damaged in shipping.
You mean Kramer was working at 2 o'clock in the morning repairing a picture frame?
Now, I tasted bad coffee before, but never like this. It had a very strange, deadly tang to it. Now, somewhere back in my thinking equipment, something clicked. I'd seen the same white powder before. H. Otto's message, it was heroin. That's what he tried to write. Yeah, but where did it come from? There was a tiny line of powder leading back to where he'd been working on the bench. And there were some pieces of broken plaster from the damaged frame. Other heroin must have been concealed in the picture frame. The frame that had just arrived from Europe.
We keep a photograph of all of our paintings for the records.
Well, I'll just take this and run along. Thank you, Miss Shearing. I'll be in touch with you.
Hey, Mark, let me see that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll see you, Rick.
Yeah, see you, Mac. Well, this looks like the real thing.
We're getting something over $100,000 for it.
Say, I think people with all that money would be able to afford new wallpaper.
Rick, people don't always buy paintings just to cover up spots on the wall.
Oh, they don't? Oh, thought they did. So who's the patron of the arts? Huh?
Alice Gresham.
The ex-movie queen?
She was before she married Roger Holt. As Holt's widow, she can buy Hollywood.
Oh, yeah, she's the one with all those old smelly oil wells, huh?
It's in her case, they're oil fields.
Well, why the art kick?
It's a little more serious than a kick.
How serious?
She gave me a blank check. Told my agents to pick up anything in Europe they could that wasn't nailed down.
Well, in other words, this isn't the first and it won't be the last painting delivered to Alice Gresham.
No.
Well, honey, then you're in trouble.
I don't understand.
Before Otto died, he left me a message. A one-letter message, H. I didn't understand what it meant until I drank some of his coffee. I still wouldn't have gotten it if I hadn't used sugar in my coffee.
Rick, you're confusing me.
The canister of sugar on Otto Kramer's workbench. It's full of heroin. That's what he was trying to tell me. That's why they killed him.
I'm sorry, but I'm still in the dark.
The frame for this painting is a large Baroque one, isn't it? When Otto started to repair it, he found out it was hollow and that it leaked a white sugar-like substance. He just had time to put this heroin into the sugar canister before they broke in on him.
Well, then, all of the paintings that have come through for the Gresham collection could have been used to get narcotics into the country.
We can be sure that at least this one was.
But why Alice Gresham with all her money? Why, Rick?
Well, honey, it only takes one employee in your household to make that end of the syndicate work.
And one person here in the gallery. But I know my people, Rick. At least I think I do.
All right. Which one of them got word to the syndicate that the frame had been damaged in shipment and Otto was going to stay tonight and repair it? Well, honey, someone must have. They had to.
Rick, what'll I do? This could ruin me completely. Close the gallery.
Well, I think you ought to hire a private detective. One will take a special interest in your case.
Do I know one?
You should do. Hey. Now, how far will a man stick his neck out for an attractive woman? Well, I'd put Kramer's sugar can of H in Martha's safe. And I wouldn't mention it to McGough until I had a chance to talk to Alice Gresham. I particularly wanted to examine those old masters she'd bought through Martha. If the frames turned out to be solid, I was nowhere with my theory of why Kramer was killed. I might lose a fast answer to a homicide that way, but Martha could stay in business. For once, I was kind of pulling to lose. Alice Gresham had lived in the penthouse of this Park Avenue building since her oil tycoon husband left her a widow. And I had a mighty expensive calling card under my arm. The latest addition to the Gresham collection.
Yes?
Is this the Gresham apartment?
Yes, I'm Miss Gresham's nurse.
Well, Richard Diver, I brought this painting over from the Shearing Gallery.
Yes, Miss Gresham's expecting it.
Real pretty picture. So peaceful.
Yeah.
I mean, this one.
Enjoy yourself, Diamond.
They'd given me something that put me out in left field, way out beyond the bleachers. Whatever it was, I was weak as a kitten. How long had I been here? I don't know. My mind was confused. I tried to put the pieces together. I remembered a man in a white suit. And I remembered voices. And my neck was as stiff as a board. Well, that could mean that somebody had taken a poke at me. But where was I? I remembered I'd been at Alice Gresham's apartment, and I remembered a picture. Maybe I'd been moved. Maybe they'd taken me somewhere else. Wherever I was, I knew I had to get out of this place, but how was I going to do it? It was a long way down, even if I did feel giddy enough to fly. I had a pretty good suspicion that they'd be back, probably with another dose of knockout drops, and I had to be ready. That had to be Alice Gresham. You could hardly recognize the frail beauty that was once the toast of the silver screen. Now, this was the woman whose face had been on every fan magazine when I was a kid. And this was the woman who'd been the sweetheart of every man from coast to coast. But boy, there was nothing left now. Somebody had given her some beauty treatments that could be very deadly. But she wasn't dead yet. She was breathing. And I could see that she belonged in the hospital, and the sooner the better. I wanted to move fast, but I was still too weak. I had to phone Lieutenant McGo, but I couldn't hang around here any longer. I had to find a phone, and I had to get something in my stomach. Coffee, milk, anything. Now, give me some coffee, all you got, hon. Keep it coming. I filled Lieutenant McGo in on everything, the frame and the heroin. I told him the stuff was locked in Martha Shearing's office safe. Mac was a little upset when he heard what had happened to me, but we went back to the Gresham apartment. The place was empty. The faded star's art treasures were still on the walls like an empty museum, but her friends were gone. They must have cleared out pretty fast, and they'd taken Alice Gresham with them. They didn't mean to lose her no matter what happened. But maybe they didn't realize her condition. And maybe they'd lose her anyway, even if she did have a personal nurse in attendance. Then we'd run into a brick wall. There wasn't much more we could do. Mac, I think you ought to pick up Martha Shearing right away.
Do you believe she's in danger?
Yep. This heroin pipeline can't be turned off like a faucet. Syndicate probably has several $100,000 worth of merchandise tied up in shipment right now. You'll have to clear the Shearing gallery.
I don't follow you, Rick.
Well, they kept me knocked out so I wouldn't crab their act.
But what can I do with Martha Shearing?
They'll hold her, so I'll keep quiet. At least long enough for them to get their hands on the Gresham art collection when it comes through the Shearing gallery. You better get a hold of her and hold her at your office. I'll meet you there.
Where are you going?
Well, I left a little old car parked down the street a couple days ago, but it's still there. I'm going to get in it, drive to my apartment, and get a shower, a shave, and a change of clothes. Hello? Oh, yeah, Mac. Yeah, I went to the doctor. I'm all full of vitamins. How you doing with Martha Shearing? She isn't. Well, I don't know. Stake out her apartment, I guess. Oh, wait a minute, Mac. There's someone at the door. Hang on, Mac. What happened to you?
Double-crossed.
You were double-crossed?
Well, told me. Kill Alice.
Alice Gresham? You were supposed to kill her and you double-crossed him. Why?
Couldn't kill Alice.
Why?
I just couldn't.
All right, so you didn't kill Alice Gresham. The boys found out about it and they shot you. Now let me see how you hurt.
It's bad. Listen, Diamond. Listen, I left Alice. Lido nursing home. A friend of mine runs it. Got to help her, Diamond. Help.
Mac, you better send a patrol car over here with the coroner. Never mind, I'll explain it to you later. Right now, I want you to meet me at the Lido nursing home. Well, I don't know where it is, but we'll find it. You meet me there, okay? Right. Mother?
Rick, I've been trying to call you for 2 days. Where have you been?
Out, honey, in the most literal sense of the word.
I don't understand.
And believe me, you wouldn't want me to explain it to you. I'm just leaving. Come on, now. You come with me. Well, one thing about these boys, they're thorough. No one gets in the way of their operation. Miss Alice Gresham was going to give her name to a collection of medieval art, even if she wouldn't give wall space to anything earlier than Picasso.
I don't get it. Why wouldn't they let her buy what she liked?
Modern art calls for modern frames, Mac. Not the big, fat, Baroque kind that'd be worth their weight in heroin. You were up in her apartment, weren't you?
Yes, several months ago when she first gave me the commission. She wasn't like this then.
No, I'm sure she wasn't. But she was hooked enough so that they could blackmail her into starting the Gresham art collection. Martha, I'm a little curious. Didn't you ever wonder why she wanted all those old masters?
People don't always buy pictures to live with them, Rick. Let's face it, sometimes it's even a tax dodge. I don't question my customers' motives too closely.
Well, I better call an ambulance and get her out of here.
Well, you can't be serious. It would be inhuman to move her again tonight.
I can't take any chances, Miss Shearing. I've got to be sure this woman's safe.
But you would be taking chances if you moved her. I don't think you have to be a doctor to see that this is a desperately sick woman. Can't she be just as well protected here as anywhere? You could station an officer outside the door. And I tell you, I'll even spend the night here in the room with her.
What do you think, Rick?
Well, she has a pretty persuasive argument, Mac. We might be making a mistake not to listen to her.
After all, we're the only ones who know she's here.
She's right.
Okay, I'll get an officer up here.
I'll go with you.
Oh, I'm sorry to disturb you, officer. I just wanted to make sure you were here. Thank heaven you got here. I went into the bathroom to take my makeup off, and I had the water running. I don't know what made me think of coming out here to see if Alice was all right. She had the window open.
And you were trying to keep her from jumping out?
Yes.
I'm real sorry, Martha. Lieutenant McGough had a man stationed in the building over there. He saw the whole thing with binoculars, gave us a first-hand report by phone. We were in the next room.
Oh.
How'd you hope to sell the fact that Alice Gresham was going to throw herself out the window? Didn't even have enough blood pressure to throw herself out of bed.
Let's go, Miss Shearing.
Come to get you, Martha. Let's go. Keep your hands out where we can see them. Let's go, baby.
Goodbye, Martha.
Shot me. Why, Rick? All I've done for him.
I guess it's the same old story, honey. What had you done for him lately?